safe and healthy at your homes, and make sure you guys are doing your homework, right? I know I keep making that joke, but I think it's funny. I can't wait to see you guys, and until I get to see you guys, I'm still gonna continue to do some art. So if you guys want to do some art with me, get a piece of paper, a pencil, color, and markers. Whatever, however you guys want to do it, you guys can do it. I was thinking Thanksgiving is coming up, so I was like, what can we do? We are going to do pilgrims. And then the next directed drawing I'm going to do are Indians. So pilgrim and Indians. And I thought that that would be a fun Thanksgiving directed drawing. So I'm going to turn this around and get it ready. All right, so if you have your paper, first thing we're going to do is draw a light line down the middle, because we're gonna have our boy and our girl, okay? I already have my circles drawn on here, and I'm gonna show you guys something. I cheated. So I found something round, okay? And I stuck it on here and drew my circles. So if you're not very good at circles, you can do the same thing. But now I'm gonna show you guys, I'm just gonna show you how big they were, and I'm gonna make it just a little darker so you can see it. Circles have always been a little bit hard for me. And if you are good at drawing circles, awesome, because that's hard. Circles, you have to make them even, and it really is hard. Even tracing it's hard. Okay, so now I have the heads. And we are gonna go ahead and start on the gentleman's hat. So let's see, he needs a tall hat, right? So we're going to go right here over the top of it, okay? And we're gonna draw the rim of the hat. Just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and find the middle of his head, and we're gonna give him some hair. And then I made one side a little bigger than the other, just because I want to do. So there's his hair, and then I don't want it all with lines on it, so I'm gonna erase just a little bit. My eraser's about to go out. All right, so now we have his hair, right? Now we're gonna draw the top of his hat, okay? So we're drawing it's gonna be an upside down V. But we are already at the top of ours, so it's going to be, I'm gonna go ahead and get an eraser while you guys are still drawing. I do need an eraser. All right, so while we are drawing his hat, what are we missing on his hat? You are right, the big buckle. That is what shows they are a pilgrim, I feel like. And then we're gonna draw a line through it. And then we're gonna put this in here. And we drew the line really light so we can erase that part, okay? So now we have his hat, okay? All right, and now we have his hair. He needs some ears. I did that one a little small, didn't I? Silly, silly, silly. And if you can't get the ears even, it's okay. How many people do you see with even ears? Not very many. All right, now we are going to do his eyes. And I know eyes seem a little scary, but really, we're just gonna draw some circles, okay? Okay, here's our circles. And then later on, and we're gonna go and give him a nose. And we're just gonna give him like a little smirk. Okay, now we're gonna go back to his eyes, okay? Can you guys see it okay? Now, inside this circle, we're gonna draw another circle. See that? And then inside that circle, we're gonna draw another circle. And then this is where, hope you're paying attention, we're gonna shape his eyes just a little different. Ta-da! So you go off the circle and you kind of shape his eye, okay? Go off the circle and you shape his eye. How cool was that, right? I know. I know. I put those circles in there, and that was not what I wanted to do. So, yep, there's only one in there. And then that right here is gonna be black. But we will do that with our crayons here in just a second. All right, so now we have his eyes. We need to give him some eyebrows, and guys have like really thick eyebrows, right? So let's give him some eyebrows. Okay, so there's his eyebrows. And so those are done. Okay, now we have his eyes ready, right? We can kind of make it a little bit thicker. We're gonna come back around right here. Okay, so there's his fun eyes. If you're wondering what his eyes are gonna look like, I can show you really fast so it doesn't look weird to you. All right, so here we're gonna color his eyes green. And then this part right here, we do black. Okay, so that is what his eye is going to end up looking like. I know it kind of looked a little funny, so I didn't want you guys to wonder if it was going to end up looking good. All right, so there's his eyes, and then we will go back and finish his the rest of it here very soon. So now we're going to give him a neck, and then we're gonna slant, just lightly slant underneath it, okay? Just lightly slant underneath it. And we're gonna give him some shoulders. And this part may seem like it's gonna be hard, but it's not. So now we're gonna swoop in like this on both sides, okay? Swoop in, ready? And now we're gonna make a V. Ta-da! See, that wasn't too hard, was it? It sure wasn't. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring his arms down, okay? And I'm gonna give him some arms right here. Right here. And then he wears gloves, so we're gonna give him some gloves. You're like, why are we doing this? Oh, you'll see. It actually looks quite good whenever we get done. Okay, so there's his gloves, and then we'll erase the lines right here so you can't see them anymore. And now we're gonna give him some buttons. Okay, so he is done. You can actually give him the top part of his buckle, but the rest of it you can't give him because it's not gonna show. So we can do that. All right, now we're gonna start on the lovely lady. And if you want to, you can go ahead and get a black marker and outline them. because when we are done, we are going to color him. I love seeing it all come together. It really excites me. All right, so we are almost done with outlining him. And then we are going to start on the lovely lady. Should we make up names for him? Okay, you guys start thinking of a name for you guys, and I'll think of a name for mine. I'm gonna name mine Peter and Annabelle. I think that sounds like lovely names. All right, now we have his eyebrows, his nose, and his fun little smirk. Okay, now we're gonna finish his head. Okay, now there, his head is finished. Here's his hat. I'm gonna draw his tall hat. And finish his buckle. Ta-da! All right, so that's done. Now let's work on the lady, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing that we did with him. We're gonna start on the face, and we're just gonna draw, we're gonna go ahead and give her some hair, and I'm gonna make her hair curly. So we're gonna give her some curly hair. And you're like, why are you giving her curly hair? Oh, you'll see. I think it's gonna look pretty. Oh, so pretty. All right. Now, let's draw our eyes. Circle. Circle. And if you're wondering, like, okay, how do I make eyes even? Here, I'll erase them and I'll show you. So, if you want to make eyes even, draw a light, find the middle of it, and draw a light line down it. So, and then, if you want to draw another one, find the middle, and do that. So now, we have a line, and so now I'm going to draw my circles and make them fit those lines, okay? And if it doesn't fit it exactly, it's really okay. It's not, it's not going to hurt everything. But we don't want lines in our face, so let's go ahead and erase it. All right, so now we have our eyes. And then we're gonna draw the circles in the middle, remember? And then another one. Circle, and then another one. Now we're gonna slant her eyes to be pretty. Slant her pretty eyes. And then okay, now what are we missing on her eyes? You guessed it, eyelashes. So we are going, there was an eye that I did want to try, but we are going to, I bet you guys have never drawn eyelashes like this. We're gonna make it a solid eye so we can make it thick, like that. Then we're gonna do the same to this side. Okay, so then when we have our black marker, we are going to make it dark, and then we're gonna give her some dark under here. And now we're gonna put a little dot in here. Give her just a little bit of eyelashes, some eyebrows. Okay. I want to make those just a little bit smaller because hers is not supposed to be very big. All right, so we have hers done, and just like his, it does look a little funny whenever it's not done. So there you go. And then we do it with black. We finish her eyes. And if you decide you want to make her eyes darker, you sure can. You sure can. I think I like them black, like that. See, it comes together whenever you're done. Ta-da! So we'll go ahead and do her eyebrows. All right, so her eyes are done, okay? Now let's finish her pretty body. We're gonna give her a neck. And we're gonna do just like what we did with him. We're gonna kinda give it a little curve and then give her shoulders, okay? And then what we do is we have to draw her lace on her pretty dress. And this is gonna come up like a pretty little bow. So we're gonna do the other side the same way and have it come in just a little bit. And actually,